It's Wednesday, December 1st, 2021. I'm sitting here thinking on the mat, on the floor, with my knees swollen, my body in some form of swollen whatever. And by divine inspiration, which is the only way I'm comfortable, quiet thoughts, whatever. I'm thinking of a word, fiduciary. Now, I've heard the humans use this semper fi and semper fidelis. Semper meaning always, or sempre meaning always. The fi, if it's spelled fi, which is the way they display it around here, is a two-prong. So if my name is Nicole, and I have a nickel that I know about, yet I have two nickels. I don't have two nickels to rub together. That poses an issue at fiduciary. But I do have two nickels to rub together, but not in the way that they want you to think that I do. Philosophically, anyway, in actuality and in motion. I was appointed, and I was assigned to the correct, they call them, I've heard them referred to as tour guide, Tourguide, or troop leader, Troopleader. Those are the words that they used. Or professional. It's another one, Professional. Within that umbrella scenario, we'll use my philosophical term of whatever. I do not know where he went. I know there's fiduciary. That's a responsibility to something greater than oneself. However, if I have a planet Nicole, a round sphere, circle, like a rapago, whatever. An artichoke, perhaps, a Brussels sprout, whichever. And then planet Nicole comes under attack at some reason for something happening at planet Nickel, where fiduciary rests somewhere between the two, but they're not currently able to communicate in an effective personal manner. This puts planet Nicole in serious danger and harm's way. I don't know how to protect myself, quite frankly, from humanity and from the local and from the people and from the bourgeoisie. Things I all love. When I am put in safety position with the man that I was appointed to and I belong to, not when I have been taken out of safety position and moved out of my, I'm not, I'm, at some point, they say take responsibility. I would love to, this is me taking responsibility to communicate effectively, my fiduciary responsibility. I would love to serve, I would love to contribute, I would love to be part of something greater than myself, but currently I have been harmed. I have been placed in harm's way repeatedly, and I have been left by myself repeatedly. So it is this, what they I think that is what they refer to as catch 22. They say hindsight 2020, right? And then they put in catch 22. I don't know what that really means in actuality, but I know there is a larger coin of some sort called Washington that does not look as feature-like of my own, but I know it is a big responsibility to my just planet Nicole at the moment. The only way I know how to fiduciarily speak on the matter, since I am without proper trained personnel of any kind. I don't even know if the humans or humanity at some point took the wrong cases to study to make some kind of subject law in order to build something. But they built it incorrectly or with imperfection that is now causing further harm. How does one protect them, protect thine self? There's a movie they came out with Harry Potter. Jason somehow has the Zeus or the lightning bolt scar on his head, but looks nothing like any of the characters in the movie. Might add, doesn't look anything like Harry Potter, or the one that they cast as the character Harry Potter. There is a difference there. I think my personality would most likely be Hermione, but I'm not as a subject. I'm subjective. I'm objective of certain situations. I'm not as... There are some things in the movie she's portrayed as being a little spicy or a little, but not carrying facts, not carrying hatred or vengeance or whatever. That is more how I have been, how I arrived, how I've remained. I mean, this I put up, and then Nucci put it up, and then he took it down. I modified it slightly as just how I see a pattern, but it's not a pattern that I've been in. There's also a hole in the pattern. But again, that's ozone with the hole in it that humans agreed and have communicated, at least in the New York area. I don't know how they even found that out. I don't know what stars they're aligning things to. But I know at some point when you have a fiduciary responsibility, there are others that have fiduciary responsibility to you, to protect you as one of them and one of their own, then there's certain things involved. I just don't know what. You don't want to put certain people in harm's way, but you also don't want them to compromise your security and safety over and over again. This is a dilemma I don't know who created. don't know for what purpose. I don't know if that's even a question that should be asked. What I do know is that I am in desperate need of a professional tour guide, a real one, not like whatever I have at my disposal. I mean, the cannery, keeping a lid on the cannery, not having to become a canary and an alouette, gentil alouette, à la tête, à la bec, plumare. But I don't even have a beautiful French anything to speak to. I have to try to remember ninth grade when I had a real French Canadian teaching me minimal French Canadian, since that was the representative that they crossed my path with, which I was very grateful for. He was very beautiful, symmetry wise, and he was very kind to me. In a teacher of the art of language. I was grateful to have him. Perhaps I didn't thank him enough, I do not know. Star 1978, Star 8378, Nicole Carusa. It is Earth, Solar System, Milky Way, Universe, Galaxy is broken. I will say that the man, whatever was in the textbook, we stayed strictly to textbook for whatever purpose that is important. I know that in some places it is. I do not remember the ISBN number. I am sure St. Dominic's or the school, they remember, because they're the ones who assigned it. My parents were not on the Board of Education then either, or that I am aware of. I had 3 choices. They gave me the choice of Latin, French, or Spanish. And I asked Louis, and Louis said French. So I went French. I'm in Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.